Hey, welcome back, YouTube universe. Week 12 is behind us. It's gone like the wind. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see exactly what happened. I'm glad it's over with. It wasn't a good week, but oh well. It is what it is. We'll take a look at week 12, and also we'll plan for this week, week 13. But before we get started, let me just let you know that I am not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a self-taught investor who likes talking about stocks. So with that being said, let's hit the board.
Come on now.
That's right. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe buttons, followed by that notification button. That'll help out the channel. Thanks.
All right, for last week, we used 3 plays: poor man's covered call, and cash secure put for 4 different stocks. Let's look at them. All right, like I said, the plays were poor man's covered call, cash secure put, covered call, and we used 4 stocks. That was Apple, ChargePoint, and we did 2 plays on FCEL. Apple was the poor man's covered call. We had a strike price for Apple of 130. For ChargePoint, we had a strike price of 24. And for FCEL, we had a covered call for 15, and we had a cash secure put for 15. I'll explain that in a minute. Expiration date, we already know that was the 26th of March. It's passed. Contracts for that Apple poor man's covered call, that was 1 contract. We had 2 contracts for ChargePoint, 1 for FuelPoint covered call, and for the cash secure put for FuelPoint, for FCEL, we had 1 contract. Now, the total amount that we received for these options were $221.36. All right. The cost to close those options was only $8.05. The profit and loss for this week, we had a profit. Positive profit was $231.31. That means we had a win. So that makes our record 11-1. Let's go ahead and see what we can possibly do for week 13. So week 13, realistically, with the same stocks, we're looking at really pretty much the same plays. Poor man's covered call, and possibly cash secure put. We're going to have 3 stocks to work with. We're going to have Apple, we're going to have ChargePoint, and FCEL. All right, the strike price, we don't know right now. I'm going to see what the market is going to allow. But more than likely, I'm going to be looking at a strike price of Apple from anywhere from 128 to 130. For ChargePoint, it's got to be at least 24 or above. And for FCEL, we're talking about $15. And we already know the expiration date is going to be 1 April. Remember, 2nd of April is on a Friday, but that's Good Friday. The market is closed. Contracts for each one of these, we're looking at 1 for Apple, 2 for ChargePoint, and 1 for FCEL. Now, I'm going to try to collect at least $150 for the week. All right, so let's take a look at the goals. Remember, 3 goals. I want to have a winning record out of the 52-week challenge. So far, we're on track for that, 11-1. I also want to have to double my initial investment of $12,000. So that means we need to hit 24K. Where we're at right now, we're not there. Whew, we want to talk about that in a second. We're at 10,769. 10,769. There we go. And 35 cents. Compare us to the index. This is where we stand. The Dow year to date has a return of 8%. S&P has 6% year to date return. NASDAQ has a 2%. And we're sitting at a whopping negative 10%. All right, let me explain something here. Started out with 12. We're down 10%. And our current balance is 10,700. Now, one of the things that's hurting us is the stocks that we have the stocks that we're writing these options on are all in the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ has been hit. Now, Apple has been hit very hard, and so has ChargePoint. That's where I'm doing most of the bleeding. When you add up the losses for these three stocks right here, hey guys, we're looking at a loss of $4,425. $4,425. That's out of the initial 12. So realistically, we should be below 8. We're at 10. One of the ways this here is unrealized. Think about it. I still own these three stocks, and I'm still writing covered calls and cash secure puts and poor man's covered calls off of them, generating income. So one perspective, one way to look at this is look at these as income property. And with this income property, the value of the property, look at it from this perspective here. The value of the property went down, but we still have tenants in there and they're still paying rent. So we still have the same cash flow, sometimes even more. Last week, we made about $170. This week, we made $231. So this is unrealized loss. So if you owned a piece of property and the value went down, but you had tenants in there that's still paying on time, guess what? You've got positive cash flow, even though the value, your net worth went down, but that's unrealized. What are you going to do? Hang on to it, wait for it to bounce back up. This here is a marathon, not a race. It's not a 13-week race. It is a 52-week challenge. We still have plenty of time left. Trust me, when Apple and ChargePoint bounces back, that number is going to take off. So let's kind of keep that in perspective. All right. Now, guys, there's a couple of other video series that I have out there that I'm just going to make you aware of. You can look at them if you like. One is on Humble. The ticker for Humble is HMBL. Humble is in the fintech sector, financial technology sector. It is a startup company with tremendous potential. Also, I've also put out 2 other videos that talks about true passive income through dividends. I show you my January and my February dividend payments for each one of those months. The way things are structured right now, I'm at about $270 per month in dividends received. That there is true passive income. So check out those 2 video series and let me know what you think about them. And with that, I'm going to leave you with this. Remember, save, invest, apply what you know. Because knowledge is not power. It's the application of knowledge that's power. Hey, I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye-bye.